All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and present this particular question to y'all in video format. Why not? Makes things a little bit more interesting. I had a similar question in the community board, but it has to do with the 147 division. Why not? Welterweight division. It's kind of slow when it comes to the boxing side of the game and when it comes to boxing news, period, today. So nothing necessarily breaking the new to talk about. So I wanted to present some questions, listen to y'all, and see what y'all had to say. This one in particular obviously has to do, what I'm saying, with one of the most watched, most anticipated most highly talked about divisions in boxing for the last couple of years. It's that welterweight division, specifically the PBC welterweight division. Obviously, the odd man out is Terence Crawford, but we're gonna be talking about him as well. But I want to know from you guys, because in my personal opinion, I'm like, this great welterweight division that we have, where we feel like it's so stacked and all this good stuff. We're starting to see these guys get older, and I feel like in the next 2 to 3 years, we're gonna have new guys we're talking about. We're not gonna be so focused on these current people that we are speaking about, because they are at the tail end of their career, in my personal opinion. What I mean by tail end, that's no disrespect, but I mean we probably at max maybe have 5 more years to enjoy them at their peak. So, and that might be stretching it a little bit. So I want to know from you guys, in 2, 3, 4 years, when we look back at, this time period of the last like 3 years, 4 years, where we went to see some of these guys fight each other, see who's the best and all this good stuff. Who do you think we're going to end up saying like, damn, yeah, even though we got the fight too late, or we may not have got the fight, he was the best at that time. Ain't nobody was touching him, ain't nobody was beating him. Whether he ended up having the fights and showed that, or whether those fights never got made, but the other fights that we were able to see at the end of their career, we were able to, basically we're able to confirm, like, yeah, that was the best 147er when it comes to that, particular era. Who do you guys think will be that name? Obviously, do you think it's going to be Terence Crawford? Are we going to be looking 5 years from now saying, man, Terence Crawford was that dog, nobody was better than him, there's a reason why nobody went to fight him, or there was a reason why nobody went to fight him, and when he did, they got smoked, you know what I'm saying? Do you think it's going to be Keith Thurman, where we're going to be taking back a lot of things we said, and we're not even going to remember the hiatus that he had? You know what I'm saying? We're just basically going to say, man, he just came in and he mollywopped everyone. The only little asterisk is against Manny Pacquiao, but even then, who knows? They're talking about Manny Pacquiao might be back, so he might get another chance at that. Are we going to say Errol Spence? Is Errol Spence going to go on this legendary run, and we're going to look back at, the car accident, the eye retina injury? We're just going to be saying, man, that man persevered through everything, and he showed why he's the best. Or we're going to look at Ugas. We're going to say, man, I remember when nobody talked about Ugas. Nobody wanted Ugas to win. Nobody, they robbed him against Sean Porter. And, we're going to look back at him and say, but look what he did. He beat Errol Spence after he went and fought Thurman, beat him. Terence Crawford went and fought Terence Crawford, beat him. Ugas is the guy we never expect. So I know there's more names out there, and if I miss anybody, y'all can drop it below and, give your reasoning why I should have said their name. But ultimately, I want to know who's going to be that name that we're going to say 5 years from now and be like, yeah, that was that nigga in that era when it comes to the 147 division. Is there any other names I just mentioned? Let me know below, comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I want to know y'all opinion, family.